Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and into another video. Today we're going to be talking all about lunchbox essentials, the tools that I use to make lunches for my kids, the supplies that you're going to need, the supplies you're going to want. These things are tried and true for me. These are the things I used all last year. I packed lunches for my kids and showed them on my channel last year for an entire year, school year that is. So these are the things that I know that works for me, that I've had no issues with, no problems with. So if you're here on my channel for back to school lunches, this is definitely a video that you're going to want to watch. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Sue. We'd love to have you as part of our family. So if you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button, notification bell whenever I post school lunch videos, which will be on Mondays. The first video that will come out for school lunch videos is going to be on the first Monday, the last Monday of the month. And of course I have a playlist that's called lunch videos, so if you want to go back in time and check out any of those videos from last year, you're more than welcome to do so. I do have a whole playlist of every single lunchbox video that I made last year. I had so much fun packing my kids' lunches last year, and they enjoyed it so much that they want to take their lunches again this year. So I'm more than happy to oblige with that. I think that whenever you pack your kids' lunches in the middle of the day, they've gotten through half of their day, they get to sit down and eat, and they know that you packed their lunch for them. It just makes them think, I can get through the rest of the day, or it comforts them and reminds them of home, and that their mom, even though not there with them, is rooting for them and wants them to have a really good lunch. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started, and of course obviously the first thing that you're gonna need is lunch boxes. I picked up these, I don't know, here in Missouri we have a store called Rural King, and it's actually more of like a farm supply store, but they carry a lot of Under Armour things in this store. They get new shipments of different things all the time. So they had a really good bargain on these Under Armour lunch boxes. So they were 10 bucks, guys, and these are really good quality. Now last year, I'll show you. Last year, I saved one of my lunch boxes from last year. This one that you guys seen in all my lunch boxes last year is from Aldi, and it was like 5 or 6 bucks. Like, I didn't pay a lot of money for it. This one survived. It's the one that was in the best shape. So if you guys pack your kids' lunches, you guys know that sometimes they forget their lunch boxes at school. So I always like to have an excuse me, an extra one on hand, so in case one of them forgets their lunch boxes at school. So these, I paid $10 for them, and they're a really strong, heavy-duty lunchbox. They got a nice little carry-in case on there. There's a little zipper pocket in there if you want to put a napkin or their fork or spoon. You can even put milk money if you are that kind of mom that makes them get their, not makes them get their milk, but some kids like to get milk at school because they can get chocolate milk. My little ones like that. So you can put, you know, milk money or whatever inside of there if you want to. And they come like this. They're, the reason why I got them is because they're, you know, it's hard plastic inside. So it's gonna keep everything in place. Nothing can get smashed this way. Of course, I guess it could get smashed on the top, but I really like the bottom. It might even help keep the inside of the lunchbox cooler. I'm not sure. We're gonna give it a try. It comes with this little pocket in the front. And this is made by Thermos, like the inside part is made by the Thermos brand, which of course you guys know is the insulated containers that you can buy to put warm or cold food in. So I was really impressed. So I got this gray one. I also got this red one, and it's just like it, it's just red. They had a variety of different colors. These were just the two that I chose. Of course, my kids weren't there whenever I chose it, but they're easy to open. Same thing inside here. Again, made by the Thermos brand. I'm pretty pumped about it. We're gonna see how it goes, and of course we always have that other one down in the, they even have the little Thermos logo right there. So you got Thermos logo partnered. I'm assuming Thermos and Under Armour partnered to get these made. So that is nice quality, easy to clean. That plastic piece on the inside makes your lunchbox, I think, through experience of me having to clean lunchboxes all the time, I think it's going to make it easier to clean whenever you're cleaning your lunchboxes, because you guys know kids make a mess. I have 3 boys, of course. Only 2 of them actually carry their lunch, but the 2 young ones, and they're both the 2 messiest. So there is that. I highly suggest getting some reusable forks and spoons. This is what, these come from the Dollar Tree, and you guys seen me use these and haul these. If you guys watch my Dollar Tree videos, you guys know that I use these all the time. They sit together like that, and they're $1, so 50 cents a piece, but I would rather use these than disposable silverware. A, it's better for the environment, and B, they're a little bit more sturdy. They won't break in the lunchbox. Now, I have had a kid hit one of these prongs and break it, but again, for $1, I'd rather use these, get more use out of one set than silverware, the plastic kind that you're gonna throw away. So I prefer that. I also get these ice packs. These are from the Dollar Tree as well. They're actually cold packs, or boo-boo packs is what we call them in our house, for, like, you know, bumps on the head or something like that. But if you have something in your lunchbox that's like one thing is cold and the rest of it doesn't have to be cold, you can put this little tiny round pack onto whatever it is that you want to keep cold, and it'll just keep that item cold, and you don't have to worry about making anything else in the lunchbox cold if you need to do that. If I don't use these, then I usually just use the regular, like, flat ones that you buy at Walmart. And I have tons of those in my freezer, so I didn't buy any new this year because I have so many things. Okay, moving on. I picked up these at Dollar Tree as well. These are little lunchbox notes. Now, of course, you don't have to go out of your way to pick these little cards up. You can just write a little note on the back, and it just says, have a fun day, or whatever you want. You can get a thing of Post-its that's got 100 in there, and write little notes on there as well. Sometimes I write little notes, sometimes I don't. It just depends. Jack's a little too old for that. So if I write, and Liam's at the age where he can read a little bit, but he can't read all the words. So for him, writing notes probably isn't gonna be too beneficial, but you could always just leave that, tuck that little monkey in there, and he'll get a kick out of it. Okay, let's see what's next. I'm going to share with you guys a get this. I'm gonna go ahead and share with you guys the kind of containers that I use throughout the year. I'm gonna start with the least expensive and go on up to the more expensive ones. So the first thing that I use are these. I get these from Dollar Tree. Now, these are similar to the Sistema brand, and they're only $1. They usually come in packs of 3. Right now you can get them in packs of 3. So most of the time you can only get them in a 2-pack, but 3 for $1 is really not bad. And I'll tell you why I love these containers. I get these little small ones, and then I also get the bigger sandwich bagged ones, like these. Sandwich bagged, girl, get it together. I also use these little sandwich sized ones as well, and the reason why I like those, because my really good, more expensive containers that I get, that I use quite often, they're a little bit more heavy, so they're gonna last a little bit longer. But if the kids are just taking a sandwich, you know, boys especially are rough on their stuff, so if these ones get broke, I don't get so bent out of shape. Whereas if my $40 items, okay, get broke or get lost, then I get upset, because that's quite a bit of money that I'm losing. So I usually pick up 3 or 4 packs of these at the beginning of the year. The same with these little ones, and we use those the majority of the time. I'm either using this or my Good Bin containers, which I'm gonna share with you guys in a second. And I don't get, if one of them gets nasty, because they do have a, this is a different color container, but they do have this rubber piece in there, and over wear and tear and washing, that rubber piece does maybe get a little bit funky, or it comes out. I think last year, I maybe threw away 3 or 4 out of the whole year. So they last really good. And again, my kids are sandwich eaters, so we put a lot of sandwiches in lunch boxes. If you guys have watched my lunchbox videos, you guys know that I do a large variety of sandwich making, whether it be on tortilla shells, bagels, special breads, whatever. We do a lot of different types of sandwiches here on this channel. So those are what we buy, and like I said, I have never had one leak. I've never had one break. The only thing that ever comes out, and the only thing that ever goes wrong with these, is this little rubber piece on the inside, or you know, the lunchbox will get stepped on and then the bottom piece or the top lid piece will get cracked, in which case I just pitch it and go about my way. I prefer to use containers in my lunch boxes, because it's less plastic bags you have to use, which in return, the least amount of plastic that you buy, the better for the environment that it is. So I always try to reuse if I can. Sometimes I do put things in plastic bags, but it's either because I haven't done any dishes or because I couldn't get it in a container. Okay, next up, my next set of containers is these. These are the actual Sistema brand. I use these little snacky containers. I like using the ones with the 2 sides in it, so you can have 2 different types of things in there, whether it be like grapes and strawberries. I have some pretty picky kids that don't like juices to get on other foods, if that makes any sense. If you're one of those parents out there that have picky kids with their foods touching and stuff like that, like I do, let me know down below, because I can't possibly be the only one. Okay, so I do keep those, and the way that I store these, if you guys can see, this is my buffet back here, and it has a shelf. See if I can bring you down some. It has a shelf right here, which I store all of my lunchbox container supplies, and this guy is pretty big. These 2 baskets I have out on my table go over here, if you guys can see that. This container has all of my water bottles and things like that in it, and this container has my like supplies. Like, it has silicone cups in there, we got napkins, we got these cute little containers. These are really good to have. It has all of my cookie cutters in there to show, you know, because I do fun shapes and stuff with my sandwiches and stuff like that, my fruits. Let me bring you back down now that you know what I'm talking about. I got these at the end of last year. I picked up 2 packs of these. These, you can make smoothies with them, freeze them in the refrigerator overnight, and bring them out, let them thaw, and by the time lunch rolls around, they'll have a smoothie. And all they are, they're made by Ball, you know, like the bar jar, like canning jars, and then they have this lid, goes on it just like that. They do make some that are collapsible, which I have had in the past, but I don't like that plastic, so I opt for this specific one, and they are called 8-ounce freezer jars is what they're called, if you're interested. I used those last year for smoothies and such like that. Let me grab one more thing out of here. I also, like I said, I have a variety of different types of cookie cutters. All my cookie cutters, there's Mickey, there's a turkey, and then I also have a variety of picks. These are little ants. If you guys watched any of my videos last year, you would have seen I use these all the time, these little ants, especially at Halloween time. I do make themed lunches. These are my favorite cookie cutters to use, these circle ones. You know, I can't get too girly with my lunches because I do have boys. I have a variety of picks in here as well. These little fruit picks. I got little ghosts, little eyeballs. So depending on you know, what we're doing for that week and about what holiday it is, I have all those fun things. You can find those food picks on Amazon, as well as you can find a variety of cookie cutters everywhere. Any bakery section at all, you can find those cookie cutters. And then this is my basket that I have containers in. You guys can see all of these containers here are just stacked up. The lids are always on the side. I hate having my Tupperware all in a mess. If you're like that, let me know down below. I like to have things pretty much in an organizational pattern, because that's how I roll, okay? The next thing I highly suggest you getting is a thermos. These are the smaller jarred kinds made specifically for lunch boxes. You don't want to be taking a big old thermos in a lunch box for a smaller kid, because they're just not going to eat that much. Of course, you know, they're insulated on the inside. We got water spots on the inside of that, as you can see from the dishwasher. You can wash these in the dishwasher. I know that my husband put this in the dishwasher because I wash my dishes by hand. So he must have washed it, and his way of washing is putting things in the dishwasher, so there you go. And then, you know, it's got a lid to it. These things keep things hot. They keep them cold. You don't want to miss out in the winter time of sending your kids like soups or raviolis. My kids like having leftover chicken Alfredo in theirs. I put little mini pizzas inside these, little mini corn dogs. You can send anything that you want. All you have to do is get some boiling hot water, fill it up to the top, let it sit for a few minutes, and then empty it out. I dry mine out a little bit. I usually put a napkin in the bottom to soak up any extra moisture, and by the time they get to lunch, it's still warm. I mean, don't put these in the microwave though, it'll ruin the aluminum on the inside. The next thing you're gonna need is some water cups if your school allows that. Our school here allows kids to bring in water bottles. Now here in our school district, we have to have either tops like this. You can't have like the plain metal aluminum ones with the screw off tops, the tops come completely off. They have to be opened and being able to drink out of from the top below, or from the top part of the water bottle. They let them fill these up all day long at the little water fountains. And this one is Jack's from last year, and we looked and looked and looked in our local stores to find him a new cup for this year, but they were all more cartoonish and kid related, and the colors of them just didn't suit his needs, so he just said that he wanted to keep his camouflage one from last year. This is a Bubba brand, and this one here is a Zach brand. The reason why I didn't go more expensive, this one costs about $6, these cost about $12. I don't know if Liam's gonna be able to keep a hold of his cup in kindergarten, like physically keep it, a hold of it, and not lose it. So I didn't want to go and spend you know, $12 on a cup that he's just gonna lose. So I figured we'd try this one out. If he ends up being able to handle it well and keep it, then we can go further on with that and get him a better cup, you know. Okay, the next couple containers that I'm going to show you are my Good Bin containers. Now, when you go to goodbin.com, that's GOODBYN.com, there's a whole bunch of different types. Well, there's probably like 4 types of lunchbox containers that you can buy off of Good Bin. One being this one. Now, when you buy, I have 2 of them, okay? When you buy these are probably like $10 a piece, between $10 and $15 a piece, these are. This specific set comes with this guy, and I don't know if it came with the little snack container, or if they threw that in for free. I can't remember. But if you don't, I'm pretty sure it comes inside of here. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe they just gave me the snack containers for free. I know when you purchase something, they do send little snack containers for free, but I think they're these ones. I think they're the little tinier ones. Obviously, you can see how much bigger this one is. I do believe that this one came in this lunchbox. So you get it like this, and they all have their own individual lids to each container. I really prefer excuse me, using this container because I can cut a sandwich in half and put the sandwich here, and then I can put like their grapes or something else And here, this has a lid as well. So you would put the lid on here like so. And then this, the top lid goes on like this. And it all, you can put this lid on and the big lid will still fit, as well as these. These come with little lids too, and they can sit right in there and do that same thing. You know, it may actually come two. I think it does come with two. You'll just have to get on there. I'm sure they might have changed some things since I bought these. I did buy these last year and they've held up, and they'll probably stay in good shape. Even through this year, I've not had any issues with any buckling, nothing like that. It's a nice, sturdy, heavy plastic, so they're not gonna go anywhere, okay? You're not gonna be able to break these very easily. Like I said, mine lasted for the whole school year last year, and I have every intention on using them this year. Obviously, I did not go and purchase more Good Bin products because I didn't have to, because these are still in pretty good shape. Not pretty good shape, they're in perfect shape. There's nothing wrong with them. So I do have two of those, okay? And then I do have two of these pink ones. These ones I actually bought for me. They had these on clearance at the time that I purchased, so I don't know if these are still available. This is coming up blue, but it's actually purple. It looks more blue on screen, but it's actually a purple and a pink one. Again, they have a lid that goes on tight. I don't generally send these. There's a little bit more purplish there. I don't generally send these for the kids unless I absolutely have to, because I have boys. But I do have those Good Bins that I purchased for myself for taking to work. And then the final set that I have are these. I want to know if they have the names on there. This is a bento box. This is a bento box, okay? And it comes with 3 sections, so you can divide out your food if you have a picky eater. Plus, it just makes it look a little bit more fun, especially to the little guys. And it's got a cup, it's got a lid that kind of goes like that. They do make these to where they have dishwasher safe stickers that can go on there where your kid can decorate. All of them, I chose not to go that route because I didn't believe that they would be dishwasher safe, and I don't want my kids picking at them and then making the top all sticky and all that stuff. So I chose not to go that route, but they do have them available where you can purchase the sticker set, or it can come with the containers. So those are my Good Bin containers, and again, I just keep them all organized with the lid. I just have this lid, but I keep the lids on the sides, and I just keep it all organized in here. I usually leave their water cups in this bin too, because it's got a little bit more space. And I just store all of their stuff just like that in this shelf underneath there. So that is my essentials for supplies for lunchboxes for this year. So if you're interested, like I said, I use a lot of Dollar Tree products. The cups and the thermoses I got at Walmart, and then of course the stemma, you can get that anywhere. But in order to buy Good Bin, I think you do have to have a Good Bin store next to you or around you, or you have to buy online. And I think that company is based in Australia, so you may only be able to buy online. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Okay, moving on, I wanted to share with you guys something really quick. You're gonna see this box a lot in the next little bit. I have partnered with Variety Fun. It's not like a paid sponsorship, but they did send this to me for free so that they have sent me a box before, and this is my second box I've received. You're gonna be seeing a lot of this box here for lunch boxes. I'm gonna let my kids pick out different things out of this container. It comes filled, guys, to the brim with snacks. This is a subscription service, of course, and you can get it monthly, you can get it bi-weekly if you want to. The cost of this box is $24.99. You can use a discount code that's fun 20, and it'll get you 20% off. So your first box can be $19.99 if you're interested in something like this. I of course will have the links in the description bar below. or description box below. They do have two options of boxes. They have like a regular snack box, and then they have their healthy fit box is what they called. I do believe, let me look here, that in the regular box, which is what I have, you get 40 snacks. And at $24.99, that's only 62 cents per snack. So if you think about it, if you were doing lunchbox videos like I do lunchbox videos, that actually can save you money. And it comes with all different types. Sun chips, Cheetos, you get, these are RX bars, there's pop chips. Ooh, these are my favorite. The kids aren't even gonna get that. There's pretzels in here, there's Doritos, there's cookies, there's treats, there's all kinds of stuff in this box. And I have every intention on letting my kid pick at least one item out of this box every week for every week, at least once or twice a week, to take in their lunch box. And what I was saying is the fit box comes with 30 snacks, and it is $39.99, so that's gonna equal out about $1.33. And when you're thinking of something like the RX bars or the Lara bars, or that kind of more healthier option, if that's the kind of option that you go with, $1.33 per snack is a really good price when you consider that one box of like 4 or 5 RX bars is almost $7, $8. So again, I will, Cliff bars, all that stuff, I will leave a link. I just kind of wanted to introduce it in this video. You will be seeing a lot more of this box in the upcoming weeks and months, hopefully. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you an option to show you that there are subscription boxes out there. This is by far the best one in my opinion. I have done some research on subscription boxes as a whole, and this is by far the best one. I would not suggest any other type of subscription box other than the Variety Fun. And I did research on this company, and this is a family-owned brand, and that really speaks in volumes to me as a family-oriented lady, if you know what I'm saying. So yes, I will leave the links and my coupon code in the description bar below if you want to go ahead and get started. But like I said, I wanted to include it in this haul because this is going to be one of my lunchbox essentials this year. I am so pumped and excited to be working with them. My husband's calling me. Anyway, yes, we're going to be using this. I wanted to include it because, like I said, it will be an essential part of our lunch boxes this year. It's going to be saving me some money with all of my lunchbox food, snacky items that I will be including. So if you are interested, I will, like I said, leave that link in the description bar below so you can go over and get you one. And that does it. That's my lunchbox essentials. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you to go out and purchase some of these items and get to packing your kids' lunch boxes. I know that I had a great time last year doing it. By the end of the school year, I was kind of done, okay, in the last few weeks of school. But I really enjoyed letting my kids pick what they're wanting to eat, because if you let them pick some of the things that they're going to eat, they're more likely to eat those things. Of course, they can't pick everything, but we had a really good time. I plan on having just as much fun this year. Like I said, get out there and start packing your kids' lunch, and we will see you guys in my next video. Bye!